Hello everyone, I am Anuja Shrivastava and I welcome you all in class 7 biology class, and today we will study about the nervous tissues. These nervous tissues, these are very important for you because these are related with your brain, spinal cord and peripheral nervous system. That means the nervous tissues are present in brain, spinal cord and peripheral nervous system. Now, these nervous tissues are made up of number of cells, and that cells are known as a neuron. That means neuron is a cell which forms the nervous tissues, and I had drawn the figure of nervous tissues already, a neuron already, and we will see the parts of neuron. Now, if we will see about the parts of the neuron, so neuron is made up of main three parts: dendrite, cyton and axon. Three main parts are there. Just compare this structure of neuron with your hands to understand these things easily. Suppose this is your fingers. These fingers are worked like a dendrite. This palm is worked like a cyton, and this extended part which coming out from the palm, that is the axon. This is the roughly structure I told you. Now let's see how these things are going to perform. So let's see the first part, dendrite. Now, the dendrite are the structures that are branch out from the cyton. These structures are branched out from the cyton, and these structures help in receiving the signals from the another neuron. That means millions of neurons are there in our body, and when one neuron sending the message, so this neuron this dendrite of the neuron, they are going to receive the message. Now, as this neuron receiving the message from the another's axon terminal, that message is passes to the cyton. So cyton is the another part of the neuron. This cyton is also known as cell body. Now, the structure of cyton, it is having a centrally placed nucleus and cytoplasm. And as I told you earlier, cytoplasm, the number of dendrites arises in the root-like fashion. Now, when the message is passed from the dendrites to the cyton, immediately the message is message transfer from cyton to the another part, the axon. That means first the dendrite is going to receive the message, and after receiving the message, the dendrite is passing that message to the cyton. Cyton immediately passes this message to the axon. Axon, it is the main conducting unit, it is the main messaging unit through which the messages are transmitted. Now, one more important thing, the message which is transferred within the body, that message is transferred in the form of electrical impulse. Now, as the message is passed by here, axon, then message is passes to the axon terminal, which is the end of part of the axon. These axon terminals are attached to the next neuron, and axon terminal is attached to the next neuron, dendrite. That means end part is attached to the first part of the neuron. That means axon terminal is attached to the dendrite of the next neuron. And look at the structure of the axon. Here myelin sheath covering is there. This myelin sheath, this is important because it provides insulation to axon and it also helps to transmit the message in easy way. Now the junction. The junction where two neurons are attached at the axon terminal with the dendrite, that junction is known as the synapse. Okay, so that means synapse is the junction where these neurons are attached with each other. Now bundles of neuron together. Bundles of neuron together and form nerves. That means number of neurons, bundles of neurons are formed together, the nerves, and these nerves are transmitting the message. So once again I am going to explain you, these are dendrite. These dendrite receive the message and pass that message to the cyton. Immediately that message is passed to the axon and axon pass this message to till the end of the axon. From this end, the axon terminal, it is attached with the next neuron's dendrite and the message is transferred to the next dendrite. And dendrite again it follow the same function. That means this type of channel, this type of network is there in our body to transmit the message. And the message is transmitted in our body, that is transmitted in the form of electrical impulse. So keep this thing in your mind. This nervous tissue, it is very, very important because this tissue you will also study in class 8 and as well as also in class 10th. But the things are going to be expanded. Number of things are going to attach with these things so that you will understand these things in the better way. Now watch the video till end and try to understand the things. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.